And we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Dennis Saliba here, reporting on Jaguar Media. And in today's show, I have a rather special guest. Definitely an up-and-coming guy for sure, and definitely a very interesting, but also a very thought-provoking content creator by the name of Garuda Ghost. So definitely like, share, and subscribe to Garuda Ghost. He has very amazing content. He's very level-headed. He doesn't lose his mind on YouTube. And in today's live stream, I'm going to be interviewing him a bit later today. So this is his channel over here. That's the Garuda Ghost. 103 subscribers to you, sir. Congratulations on that. I definitely congratulate on that. Awesome work. I'm definitely a fan. And he's also on MGTOWtv.com as well, which I will show you his channel. So let me just show you his channel on MGTOW TV. Eventually on the Jaguar Media show, I want to introduce, or I'd love to get Turd Flinging Monkey on sometime, and I've got Sydney MGTOW in my Discord server, so I'd love to get the big wigs onto the show if they wish to be featured in my book. So whilst we're waiting for Garuda Ghost, he's saying, give me a couple of minutes. That's fine. You take your time, sir. I thank you very much for taking your time out to appear on the show. Not the messages. Let's go over to the channel. Garuda Ghost. Okay, so this is the guy here. This is the man here himself on MGTOW TV as well. He's a fellow MGTOW. He's a brother. He's got awesome quality content. Definitely like, share, and subscribe to Garuda Ghost. Just wow. And we will also be talking about his project with Chris Cantu's content, because Garuda Ghost is the one who's actually preserved Chris Cantu's message, and he is working very, very hard to try to upload that and make that accessible through multiple platforms, given the changes in copyright with regards to COPA and all of the other stuff too. So Garuda Ghost is here. I hope you have a BitChute, Garuda Ghost. Let me see if you have a BitChute account. I would definitely recommend getting a BitChute if you don't, Garuda Ghost. But yeah, we get to hear his story today about his journey with the red pill, possibly even the black, and we're going to talk about MGTOW, where we're heading with MGTOW in 2020, what the state of men it's like, etc. But yeah, you get to hear it from one of the guys themselves. It's going to be cool. So just a couple of announcements on this particular channel while we're waiting for our guest. I do want to say that thank you all so much for being part of the show and being a huge supporter. I wouldn't have been able to get up to this level of not just this level of quality, but even this level of outreach without your subscriptions and your viewership as well. So definitely thank you, all of the regulars and also all of the newer people that tend to come onto the show too. I do now run round table talks. So that's basically a panel of about 4 to 6 people where anyone from the chat can actually join in and talk about a topic like the race debate, like we talked about yesterday. Those will also run, and those I will try to schedule in a bit more regularly because they seem quite popular. Because it's not just about me. So here I see this channel as a community. This is a community. This is not just me. It's about you guys too. And that's kind of what I want to build up towards in 2020. We've got our boy Garuda Ghost in the house. How you doing, sir? Very good to see you.
You really?
Oh, bro, I'm keen for this live. So keen for this interview, man. I want it to happen.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Nice and clearly. So Garuda Ghost, tell me,
Yeah.
man. Oh, I got so many questions. Where do I begin? Um, tell,
Thank you for having me on your show, man. I appreciate, man.
anytime, anytime.
Yeah.
And any of the roundtable talks or the collabs as well, you're always welcome on the panel. I consider you to
Yeah.
be one of the big supporters of the show. So
Yeah.
Garuda Ghost, man, tell me a little bit about your background, where you're from.
Uh,
You don't have to say your job, but where you're from, where you see masculinity at.
yeah, I'm from the Netherlands. Yeah, born and raised. Yeah, mixed race. Yeah, as you can see.
Yeah,
Now let me tell you this. I don't really like to talk about my childhood.
that's okay. That's
The
okay.
only thing I can say is, yeah, I grew up with a single mother, and I
Ooh.
was actually I was a TFNer or toevalswoningless until the age of 15 or 16 or so.
Right, right.
And
Wow.
actually, when I was 16, I just decided to stop school with no diploma, no education.
Yeah.
Just started working. And actually, since I became 16 and had my first job, yeah, actually, that was the beginning of, yeah, really starting to develop as a person and, yeah, as a man.
So can I ask you, because you've said you've grown up in a single mother household,
Yeah.
how did you overcome that? Like what kind of strategies did you use to overcome that kind of upbringing?
Yeah, I also already said that a couple of times in my videos. In my
Mhm.
mind, I was a kid going his own way. Uh,
Right.
like yeah, yeah, sorry for my not the best
No,
English,
that's
by the
okay.
way,
That's okay, bro.
man.
I teach people from all over the world. Language is no problem to me.
Yeah, well,
I teach language for a living.
when I was a child, I always had some. I was always living in my own fantasy world, and because I was living in my own fantasy world, uh, I didn't had the feeling that it was hurting me. And
Right.
after when I found MGTOW and the red pill, I found out, yeah, maybe there were some things that I missed in my childhood, and yeah, nobody raised me. I had to raise myself, you know.
Right. Right. Wow. Wow. That must be really, really tough.
But
I want to ask.
I know a lot of people that that grew up without a father, and yeah, they are older than me, but they are still having the same problems. And why? They don't know what they have missed in their childhood. And if you found out that you missed something, then you can catch that up, you know. And that's also the reason that I'm the person that I am, yeah, right now, you know.
I see. I see. So Garuda Ghost, let me ask you, is this a common problem in the Netherlands? Is it common for single mothers to raise their children?
Uh, it happens more often. It happens more often.
Okay.
But
Okay.
yeah, the Netherlands is a really small country, so when it comes to freedom of speech and yeah, being an individual, I think the Netherlands is better than I think the United States. And I think
Mhm.
when it comes to those things, here we have, yeah, freedom, if you want to call it that way. But it's yeah, even though it's a small country, I have nothing to complain here, man. I was born and raised here, and I hope I can die in this country, man.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Well,
So
you know
yeah,
what you want. You know what you want. That's good. So let me ask you, because like you're a content creator.
yeah.
But before that journey, what led you exactly towards MGTOW? So was it a particular YouTube channel? Was it like an article? Was it some kind of
Yeah,
whoa moment where you're like,
yeah,
whoa?
yeah. Actually, because of a friend of mine, you know, and I don't have a lot of friends, but I only have three or
Right.
four friends or so. But he's a good guy, man, and we always talked about a lot of things, women, society, our childhood, what we have missed in our childhood, because he was also grew up, without a father, and all the things we said to each other, we always agreed with each other for about 95% or so.
Yeah.
And he was on the internet, and he was looking for a subject about women that are hitting men, and yeah, they are getting away with that.
Oh,
And yeah,
really?
the next video, that was a video of Sandman, and that is how he discovered MGTOW. And that's also the same way how he told me, yo, just go check it out, because I know this is something for you, man. So and in the beginning, I was like, NGTOW, what the fuck is that? Because when I first watched those videos, I had a
Mm.
really wrong interpretation from it, because when they talk about female nature, you are like, yeah, man, finally something makes sense now. But for me, that was not. It didn't satisfy me enough, and I think you have very different channels, and I think it's a good thing to check out different channels to get that full picture of men going their own way, because it's
Mm. Mm.
that you take your first red pill and you are aware of female nature. That's only the basic, but that doesn't make you a MGTOW yet.
I see. I see. So, may I ask, because you're into something, what then do you think exactly makes a man a MGTOW? Because you can understand female nature, and you said that doesn't necessarily make them a MGTOW yet.
Yeah.
What defines a MGTOW? What makes a man going his own way?
I think when it comes to the red pill, I think we all have the same knowledge. But I think when it comes to MGTOW, uh, we always say like, it's not a community, it's a philosophy, right? But
Right.
what kind of philosophy? Because if you would ask somebody what kind of philosophy, nobody knows it. Nobody can explain it. Why? It is your own personal philosophy. MGTOW is what you make from it, and not what other men make from it.
That's true. That's true.
MGTOW
There's
is
a
what you
word.
make from it.
There's a word for it called. I call it. There's a word for it called eclecticism. I find MGTOW is very eclectic, and it means that you're basically taking from many different philosophies or many different ideas and using them together, and it
Yeah,
changes from person to person. That's why it's very hard.
because I like there is there like the red pill and MGTOW. It doesn't always have to be the same, and I think that's
That's true.
a
That's
lot
very
of
true.
guys
I agree with that.
misunderstand that, because a lot of guys, they always say, yeah, first the red pill and then MGTOW. Not for me. I was already MGTOW before I took my first red pill, because
Mm.
you also can be a black pilled MGTOW, or a
That's
purple
true.
pilled
That's
MGTOW,
true.
or
That's
a
true.
blue pilled MGTOW. So actually, my MGTOW journey started at my 21st birthday, and
Mhm.
that was the first time I went to Thailand. And the funniest thing is, I never went on holiday.
Right.
I never went with an airplane. And then the first time I go on holiday alone, and so far. And actually, that is how my MGTOW journey started. I just didn't realize it at that moment.
Wow. Wow. So you were MGTOW before you were consciously aware of it. See that
Yeah,
that's another aspect of MGTOW that I find not many people talk about. Human kind of touches on it, but I find even human doesn't talk about being MGTOW before you've woken up, so to
yeah,
speak.
because I would never call myself smart or intelligent, because I never finished high school.
It doesn't matter.
But
That doesn't matter though. That's not
at,
it does
at,
that doesn't it doesn't define your worth as a man though. Society
but
says so, but as a
yeah,
man it doesn't define your worth.
but yeah, at least I'm an open-minded person, and like if I want to go to the other side of the world, I'm gonna go to the other side of the world with or without other people.
Good, good. See, that is a MGTOW behavior right there.
Yeah, because
That is a
it's
MGTOW
not it's
behavior.
not it's not that I hate other people or so, but I just feel really comfortable, sorry, and happy when I'm alone. And that doesn't mean I hate other people, but you know what it is? I think the most people they are hanging around with each other not because they like each other, because just the fact because they cannot be alone. And I
Yes,
I think
I
I
agree.
think
I
that is
agree
a
with that.
disease. That is a
I
disease.
agree with that 100%. There's a few really good videos that discuss that called the philosophy of Stoicism. Have you ever heard of the philosophy of Stoicism?
Stoicism, not exactly, but
Stoicism, I'm researching this myself.
okay,
Stoicism basically is your ability to, for the most part, be on your own, be at peace, be content with what you have in the present moment, living for now and not being emotional about it or overly emotional about it. Like you're in control of your mind and your emotions.
yeah. Because do you know what
So
it
in a
is? It is sometimes it's difficult, but uh, yeah, if you want to build your future, you must forget your past, man, and it that is definitely not easy because uh, now let me tell you this way: all the things that happened to you in your childhood that will affect you for the rest of your life.
That's true. That's true.
The good
Very
things,
true.
but also the bad things, you know.
Mhm. I agree. I agree with that. I guess for me, with my part of my journey, I was only raised by a single mum when I was in my mid-teens, like 14, 15, 16. So I was kind of
Okay.
aware. Um, I can't, yeah, I haven't had that experience as a child though, but I have seen my family divorce. I have come from a divorced family. Um, so then looking back on that, because like you've raised some pretty interesting points. Looking back on that, to you, in your words, in your mind, what is MGTOW? What is the red pill from, say, your words, your mind, your understanding?
Yeah, for me, the red pill is simply the reality, but also accepting the reality. And maybe
Wow.
that's I can tell you a story about that because that is one of the
Definitely,
reasons.
definitely. Go
That is
ahead.
one of the reasons I started my channel. Because when it comes to producing content, I'm pretty new, only for 10 or 11 months. But I am watching MGTOW and Red Pill content now for about almost 4 years now.
Oh, wow.
And
Wow.
I started watching content. I think about in January or February 2016. So yeah, that's almost 4 years now. And I think after 2 years or so, I had so many red pill knowledge. Do you know what it is? If you think you know something, you always find out you don't know shit. That is
Very well put.
but uh, but after 2 years or so, uh, I had so many red pill knowledge that I truly thought that I could change the reality because of my knowledge, and that was actually the purple pill.
Mhm, mhm. So
And
then, in your minds, because you've talked about the purple pill and the black, how would you say that they're different? Let's start with the purple pill. How is the purple pill different from the red?
uh, yeah, like I said, I had so much red pill knowledge that me personally, I really thought that I could change the things the way they are just because my knowledge. I was like, now I have this knowledge, so but yeah, actually the reason why I started my channel. So yeah, after I was watching those videos about 2 years, And after
Mhm.
2 years, I had so much knowledge that I could thought I could change reality. And confession time. Before I started, I had a crush. I had a woman at work at that
We all
time.
do. We all have
Yeah,
them. We all have
and
them.
if you are having a crush on a woman at work, you are an idiot, man. You are a moron. And but I was an idiot at that time because the about 6 months before I started my channel, that was the same period. Yeah, that I had a crush. Had a crush on that woman at work, and that was my. So after 2 years, I went back to purple pill. I just
Mhm.
didn't realize it, and after those, let's say 6 or 7 months purple pill, I took the red pill again, and that is how I started my channel. I was like,
Mhm.
I cannot change the reality because of my knowledge, but maybe someone can relate to it, and actually that is the reason I started my own channel.
Right. Wow. Wow. So
But when it comes to that woman at work, I,
mm,
I I made a mistake, man. I really thought, I'm red pilled now, so because of my knowledge, things are going the way how I want it. Yeah, I was wrong, man, and that was the purple pill.
did you
And that
did you
that is that is the
two
dangerous part about the purple pill. I think
yes.
you can better be blue pill, because if you don't know, you don't have to worry about it.
Will you enjoy it more too?
Yeah,
You enjoy it a lot more. Whereas if you're purple pill, you know, but you're still taking the risks.
yeah,
You take the risks. Or you try to minimize them. It's like this halfway point. I call the purple pill the halfway point,
yeah,
where you will engage in the system, but you will limit that engagement to like short-term dating most of the time.
yeah.
Did you actually date the woman, or did you pursue a
No, no,
relationship
she
with the woman?
no, she flaked on me because I told her that
Uh-huh.
I don't really have a good connection with my family. So she
Mhm.
flaked on me. But yeah, she don't work there anymore, so that's a good thing.
Oh, good, good.
Do you know what it is with women these days? Like, if a woman rejects me because she doesn't feel attracted to me, or whatever, or because of my person, I can understand that. But yeah, rejecting a guy because he don't really have a good connection with his family, for me that
Mm,
doesn't make sense. And right now I'm not dating anymore, but I know a lot of guys that are still dating. Most guys, they don't get any further than the first date.
mhm, mhm.
So in this time we live in, it's a lose-lose situation, man.
Yeah, yeah.
It's pointless.
Yeah, I gave up dating myself. I actually gave up dating after my second serious relationship. I nearly got engaged to that girl. We also talked about kids and money as well. But she kind of was talking to her exes, and then we parted ways. I was living in the United States at the time, and
Okay.
then my visa expired after we dated for 1 year, and then we just went our own ways. And I told her, no, not interested, don't want to date, don't care about it anymore.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, yeah, you're right though. Like well, personally, from my experience, I definitely agree with you there. That
So
it is a lose-lose
actually,
situation for men.
yeah. After that 6 or 7 months purple pill, yeah, I took the red pill again. And
Hmm.
actually, since I started my own channel, I really feel like, yeah, right now I am officially red pilled, because yeah, maybe I wasn't red pilled anyway. I mean, maybe I wasn't red pilled, but I was purple pill all the time. I just didn't realize it.
Mm, mm. I
And I
want to
think
ask.
you only can find out by your own personal experiences, because
Oh yes.
when it comes to the red pill, I mean, yeah, you right now maybe you can say to me like, yeah, women are not worth it. I'm just gonna give you an example,
Mhm.
but yeah, that is your red pill. That is not my red pill. I mean, you have to find it out for yourself.
Yep. Yep. So let me go over to your channel here. So
And do
this
you
is
know what
Garuda
is?
Ghost channel.
Do you know? I think it's a shame. Like I am not calling out any names, but I think
That's fine.
a lot of guys, and also a lot of content producers, they are calling themselves red pilled, but they cannot handle the truth. They are called.
Especially, I want to add to that, especially when it comes to the elite families, the pedophile connections, the
Yeah,
sex trade, and the military industrial complex. Those are the real hardcore red pills.
yeah.
Most people will not understand those things, let alone the spiritual stuff, because spirituality may be part of the red pill too, for all we know.
And I think if you a lot of guys they are calling themselves MGTOW, but they are not going their own way, you know. And
Hmm.
that's I am not calling out any names, but that's how I see it, you know.
I see. I see. Um, so Garuda Ghost, as a content creator, to the audience,
Yeah.
how let me ask, what kind of focus or what kind of topics do you talk about? Because your content is a bit different to most other channels.
Yeah, I heard that so many times, but like I said, I watched hundreds and hundreds of MGTOW content, and after 3 years, I started my own content because most guys, yeah, they found about the red pill, MGTOW, and after 2 or 3 months, they're gonna start their own channel. But I think at that moment you don't have the right information yet. For I think for me it was first the journey itself and then producing content.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. I agree with that. I
But
agree with
yeah,
that.
my content is totally different than most. I hear that many times.
Because I mean, here, like looking at some of the titles, you have The Power of the Red Pill, Women Are Trapped Inside the Matrix,
Yeah.
Walking in the Forest. This one was one of my favorites, to be honest. Always outnumbered in a blue pilled world. That was one of my favorite videos that you
Yeah,
made.
do you know what the funniest thing? The sound of that video is a little bit. You hear sound of a echo voice or something. The
Hmm.
funniest thing is, I wanted to record that video, but outside there were kids playing, and I
Yeah.
think I go to a different room, but I have a balcony, and my neighbors they were barbecuing, and I was like, yeah, fuck, man. So I recorded this video in my bedroom, in my
Right.
bedroom. That's also the echo voice.
Because like the message in that one is probably the one of the more deeper videos that I've
Okay.
watched this year. Like personally, the message in that video was deeper. I remember you saying that they will always outnumber you. They will always
Yeah.
outnumber you, but they will always hate you because they don't understand you. What led you to that conclusion, or what made you say that? Because that's probably one of the videos when I watched it as a viewer, I went, wow, this guy's looking deeper into the message.
Yeah, what I always noticed about other people when you have a conversation with them about some subject or so, like when I tell something, I'm not making shit up, it is what it is, and they I always have the feeling like they already know the truth, but you are the one that is telling them the truth.
Mhm.
They hate the messenger, and that was actually the idea for that video. Always outnumbered in a blue pill world.
It's a little bit like kind of like, I guess, if are you a Christian, or do you ever have a Christian?
Uh, I don't. I am, yeah. Let me tell. I have an Islamic background. My father is a Muslim.
Oh,
I am.
really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. My
Wow.
father is from Indonesia, right? So
Oh, that makes me want to ask so many more questions.
yeah, ask me
Um,
everything, man.
so like, because usually MGTOW is most content comes from Christian MGTOW, not
Yeah.
Muslim MGTOW. The only other Islamic MGTOW I can think of is alpha male lifestyle strategies from Egypt.
Let me tell you this way. My dad is a Muslim, so that means I have an Islamic background.
Yeah,
Uh, let's say I would never call myself a Muslim, but a lot of things that Muslims believe in, I also believe that.
I
Let me
see.
tell you that way.
Do you think then as a Muslim, because usually most people say, oh, in the manosphere, Islam is the cure. There's that meme, Islam was right about women, blah 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 blah.
Do you all know what the thing is? There is a difference between religion and religious people. There are two
Right,
different things. And I
right.
think a lot of people think that's the same. There is a difference between Christianity and a Christian.
Yes, I
There is a difference between Islam and a Muslim. Those are
mhm.
two different things. There is nothing wrong with Islam, no Muslims, they fuck it up. That's my point of view.
Yeah, yeah, I see. I want to ask you, like, how, as a Muslim, or sorry, not as a Muslim, as someone with an Islamic background,
Yeah.
how do Muslims react to MGTOW, or do Muslims even know about MGTOW now?
To really tell you the truth, I have no contact with Muslims or any other religious people, to really tell you the
Right,
truth.
right. So you have just gone your own way from religion, just
Yeah,
religious.
and I think religion it's for yourself. I mean, you don't have to go to church or to the mosque to pray. You can pray at home, you know.
I agree with that. I agree with
And I
that.
think yeah, people that are going to the mosque or go to church, I think they don't go there necessarily for praying, but just to yeah, building up a community.
Mhm.
That's how I see it.
I see. I see. Um, okay. I was gonna say, because you're kind of a guy that's already on his own way, like for the most part, you're pretty much already
Yeah.
on your way. Um, do you think that we kind of are living in the time of what's his name? Is it Dajjal, the Antichrist? Do you think that we're seeing like the Dajjal coming out in the world lately?
Uh, I don't have really much knowledge about that, but the only thing, yeah, dark times are coming, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Prepare yourself, man, because dark times are coming, man.
As a man, how can you better prepare yourself in today's very gynocentric world, very anti-male, agenda 21 type of world? How do you handle that, like as a MGTOW or as a bachelor?
Yeah, I think. Let me tell you this way. I think 95% of the people in this world, I don't want anything to do with them.
Do you think like spiritually they are at a lower level than say like a red pilled
Yes,
man
definitely.
or even a black pilled man as well, like spiritually, energy wise they're just down there and we are a bit higher than that.
Yeah, I think also for those people, it's a stage and yeah, a spiritual journey. I think every person has a spiritual side in himself, but yeah, first you have to find that, you know. But I think every person has a spiritual side.
Oh,
Some
I
people,
concur with that. I definitely believe that. um So then to you, may I ask, have you ever had like any spiritual experiences since taking the red pill? Would you see the red pill as a spiritual experience?
not yeah. I have experienced something spiritual, but that was actually, yeah, before I took the red pill.
Mm. Wow. Wow.
Because
Can
yeah,
you talk a little bit more?
I also believe in ghosts.
So do I. I believe in
Okay.
ghosts, demons, the pantheon. I'm an agnostic, but I also believe that science is part of the plantation. Modern science is part of the plantation, but there's truth in it. I also believe that there's an occult side to science, which is the truth, but that's hidden by the elites. I think the elites control that.
Yeah, I think so. But do you know what it is when it comes to the red pill? I think, yeah, seeking the truth is endless. You know, it's like I said before. You think you know, and later you find out that actually, yeah, you didn't know nothing. You know, and I think when it comes to the red pill and yeah, seeking for the truth, it's never ending. You know, you are never finished with seeking the truth.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And then from there, like I noticed with the red pill, even the red pill has its limitations. The red pill, you might know about government, you might know about society, you know
Yeah,
about nature, gynocentrism, but then you get towards higher level knowledge, like again, spirituality,
yeah.
quantum physics, the AI agenda, the LGBTQ agenda, and then basically, if you've had these experiences with, say, like other dimensional entities or whatever people want to call them, it makes you even question like materialism. You go, there's more to life possibly than the material.
Yeah.
There's more to life than just objects and things. This is just like a stage. You see the world as a stage, as Shakespeare called it. Um, How would you then say the black pill is different from the red and the purple pill? Because you've talked about this a little bit. How do you see the black pill as different?
Uh, I don't know really how to explain that in English, but I'm gonna give you an example. Um,
Yes, by all
let's
means.
say let's say I don't want to get married. Why? There is a chance of 80 or 90% that it's not gonna work out, you know? And I
Yes.
think when you are black pilled, you are like, I am not gonna get married because there is 100% chance she is gonna leave me. She is gonna divorce rape me. So it's like, yeah, but I think the black pill is also, yeah, knowing the truth, but yeah, maybe too much, you know. that's
Well, I
that's
mean,
that's how I see it.
the black pill is very, very scientific, and with naming names, I guess the two most prominent black pill people that I know of that create content are Thinking Ape is pretty black pill because he talks about biology and the science of humanity. And then you have, what was his name? MGTOW Dictionary. In my interview with him, he claimed that he was
Okay.
a black pill and he talked a lot about biology, archaeology. He's basically medicine trained. He has medicine training.
I
And
mean, I assume you have seen the movie Joker, right?
no, not yet,
Oh,
not
yeah,
yet.
but I consider that as a really, yeah, black pilled movie.
How so? How so? You don't have to explain the plot. How is that a black pill movie then?
Why? Because the way how the Joker sees the world, it's real, but at the extremist. Let me tell you this way, at the extremist.
Like from extremist behavior or just sheer unhappiness with the system that be?
Yeah, also that. But do you know what it is with uh I consider myself red pilled. I
Yeah.
know the truth. I accept the truth, but at the same time, I accept for what it is, and yeah, I trying to look at a positive way. That doesn't mean it's a good or a bad thing, but the truth is the truth, and there's nothing that you can do about it. So yeah, it is what it is, man.
Yeah, I see. I
But
see.
I
That's a very
think,
stoic view too, I
but
find. It is what it is.
I think the black pill is, yeah, where I don't want to go.
Okay, okay. I see. I see. You can only know so much. Why know more if you can't change it?
Yeah.
I see. I see. Let's talk a little bit more about your work online as a
Okay.
content creator. There's a few really good comments here. Poseidon MGTOW says the black pill is more cynical. His experiences shape his outlook. And then Sam Raven says the black pill is reality, like the very physics, the cosmos, everything else in between.
Yeah.
Super, super deep stuff.
But
Usually,
do you know what it is? It's simply based on, yeah, your own personal experiences. I'm gonna give you an example. Well, let's say you are visiting somebody that is married for 25 years, and
yeah,
you see that yeah, his wife is still yeah, a real woman. He is happy. So even though he is blue pilled, he is happily married. So maybe for him, that is the red pill, but not for
yeah,
you. I'm just
yeah,
giving you
yeah,
an example. I think when you talk about the blue pill or the purple pill or the black pill or whatever, I think it's actually based on your own reality, because yeah,
wow,
life is like a video game, and actually, you are the only real person on this whole planet. Everybody is fake. Everything that you see is fake. The only thing that is 100% real is you.
yeah, yeah, and also the level of, I guess, your decisions, your intentions shapes that reality. There's actually there's a lot of good stuff in the occult that talks about that. Have you heard of the principle as above, so below?
Yeah, I heard of it. Yes.
Very much. I think the Gnostic understanding of it is your mind and your understanding shapes your physical reality. What goes up in your mind shapes your experience, which makes your realities. It's so weird. It's
Yeah.
so weird. It's like we are doing that in our energy bodies, in our vibrations, in our harmonics, depending on how you view the world. Sam Raven here says Garuda is right. It depends on one's experience. Those who have it good will be fine in their blue pill world. Waking them up will be pointless, which is
Yeah, that's a good point, Sam Raven. Because you know what it is? I think yeah, we red pillars or MGTOW, I think I think we all have our own personal stories, but I think we all have been the victim of something. I think
right. A
that is the
victim of
reason that we
reality.
became red pill.
Would you say that's a victim of reality or a victim of the system? Or would you say it's like a victim of maybe spiritually because we're different?
I think it's a combination of everything. I mean, like I
Mm.
think a guy that has never been got divorce raped or never been have been confronted with the same lies, as far as he sees it. I think
Mhm.
those guys, yeah, will never take the red pill. You know.
I see. I see.
So
And
I think yeah, yeah, you become red pilled or black or whatever because of your own personal experiences, and you relate to that with society and all those things combined, and that is yeah,
oh, definitely.
that is just how I see it.
And Sam Raven too is adding to this discussion. He says, "But first, you need life to have your ass handed to you to even think of really joining the Red Pill Club or the alternate media community and conspiracy thinking." And then Poseidon Migta says, "Waking them up doesn't mean they will accept it, which is very true.
Yeah, but I think when I look at people in general, I think a lot of people are purple pill because a lot of people they know the truth, but they cannot handle it, you know.
Yes, yes,
But
and I think too.
I think a lot of people, when you look at the world, just people in general, I think a lot of people are purple pilled. I think.
Yeah, yeah, I see, I see. I would agree with that. I would agree with that. And maybe we are in a really strange time in our, I guess, our spirituality or maybe our consciousness, where the time for waking up is now, but most people are not ready for it.
Yeah,
Like 99% of people will not be ready for it. Maybe not even 1% are ready for it. I can't say. But
yeah.
it's a dangerous time because of the shift of consciousness,
Yes,
especially for us people.
yeah. But
Uh,
if you look at the world right now, man, the world right now, it's a clown world, man.
now,
It's
that's
yeah.
an interesting term because this came from a Chris Cantu video because he made one about the clown
I
world.
got inspired by his video Clown World. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, yeah.
But
He came up with that video, I think, in 2017, if I'm not
yeah,
mistaken. About
and by the
2017.
way, he reposted it on BitChute,
Oh, really?
so I feel really honored, man. But I think he deleted his BitChute account because I cannot find him anymore on BitChute.
I think he's trying to go his own way from the community now. I think that's where Chris Cantu mentally is at. I, speaking of Chris Cantu, you have a lot of his message preserved in videos and stuff. Can I ask,
Yeah.
what do you intend to do with those videos? What do you want to do with his message?
Yeah, first of all, yeah, Chris Cantu is one of the reasons that I started to produce my own content because
Mm,
I
mm.
think I mean, no offense to nobody, but I think if you only watch Sandman or only watch Darius, I think yeah, you don't have the full picture of men going their own way. And then
Oh, yeah,
I discovered
very true.
like Ronin Man, Sunrise Hoodie, yeah, Chris Cantu, Immortal Minds, Element. You know Element?
I watched a couple of his videos.
Okay,
I found that Element and Lazarus had similar ideas.
yeah,
Lazarus Rising was the one who explained them better, in my
okay.
personal opinion.
But I think Immortal Minds is also yeah, one of my
He's a
favorites.
vet, actually. Immortal
Yeah,
Minds, I believe, is a veteran. He's a military vet, if I'm not mistaken. He's got very good content though.
but
Like
I always like his intro, you know. It is. It's your boy Solo Mortal. I always like that intro, you know.
it's always a good intro, I find, and I like the outro to what's his name, Lom, line of MGTOW. He's like, "Give them nothing."
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, to come back at Chris Cantu, when I first watched one of his videos, I was like, I wasn't really familiar with that type of content, you know. And I was
Yeah.
like, you know, this Chris Cantu, he's bringing MGTOW in the red pill at a total different way, you know. And
Yes.
I do not agree with everything that he says, but the
Mhm.
way how he brought up MGTOW is fucking amazing, man.
I
That is
think
the
I
reason he is
think
one of my
what
favorites.
I think what he did was, unlike other MGTOWs who were ghosting at the time, he made MGTOW much more, how would I explain it? He made it more personal because
Yeah,
he showed his face and his name, and he was one of the first people to do that. And I find, even with, say, like in Islam, they say, I'm not a Muslim myself. I'm a Christian, but I studied a tiny bit of Islam. They say that the face is sacred, And I think that's very true, that bringing
Yeah,
out the
that's true.
face with MGTOW makes it sacred, it makes it personal, it makes it physical. People go, wow.
Yeah,
They go, wow, this guy is in person. He's in the flesh. He's giving the message in the body.
and he talks about almost everything. The spiritual warfare, the clown world. Because before Chris Can too, I never heard of the clown world, but I think when I watched those videos, those gave me a confirmation that I wasn't crazy all the time. Because
Yes.
do you know what it is when you start watching MGTOW videos? I don't believe that a man becomes MGTOW because of those videos. No, he was already MGTOW, but those videos are a confirmation. And I cannot believe that somebody becomes MGTOW because of those videos. No, those videos are a confirmation of the things that you already knew.
Yeah. Yeah. I would say so. I would say
And
for sure.
that is the beauty about when I started watching those videos. Like, hey man, these guys they make those videos for me, man. That was how I felt. Like these guys, they understand me. They are speaking my language. I wasn't crazy all the time. I was right all the time.
You might like, there's a new guy or there's a new word channel. He's been around for about a year. Left side of the brain. Have you ever heard of left side of the
No,
brain?
no, never heard of it.
He talks about very, very spiritual content. He will talk about MGTOW sometimes, but he also made up his own term called SIGTOW, souls going their own way
Okay, that
on the
sounds
system.
interesting.
So he takes it up to like this other level, and he's got his own terms where he talks about human prison bars, people that are just at that lower level, not just NPCs, but also like human prison bars that will stop you from achieving your spirituality and your awakening. And then it even talks about things like synchronicities, the universe. It is a very interesting guy. You should check him out. He's really, really interesting and very
Okay,
he's
yeah, yeah,
very active though.
yeah. It sounds interesting. Yeah, yeah. But do you know what it is, Dennis? There are so many good channels, because one time I got a comment from one of my subscribers, and he tells me, "Yo, dude, you should make more videos, make a video every day." But it is not my goal to make a video every day or every week, because right now I have about 20 videos or something. But every time that I made a video, I'm like,
Mm,
this is gonna be my last video. I don't know why, but it is not my goal to make hundreds and hundreds of videos, because
mm,
me myself, I'm subscribed to about, I think, 60 or 65 different channels. If all those channels would upload a video every day, it's not possible for the audience to keep that up. I mean,
oh,
like
definitely true.
I
Definitely
mean,
true.
like Sandman. Right now, he has about 2,200 videos or something. You will never catch that up, man.
No way. No
So
way.
it's it, it,
Sandman
it's
took
it
me at
is
least
it is not my goal to make hundreds and hundreds of videos. This month I'm gonna start producing again,
good,
but
good.
I
What's
just take it easy, man. And it's
what
and
then is your focus for the new content? What do you want to talk about next in your future videos?
I am planning to make a video about the future of MGTOW, just from my own perspective.
In
And
2020, like MGTOW in 2020?
and the next 10 years, just from my perspective.
I see,
And
I see.
I'm planning to make a video about being an individual.
Cool.
I mean,
Cool.
that's my ID. That's my
I
ID.
like
I'm
it. I
gonna
like
find
it.
out, but I have so many IDs, man. But it's I always wait at the right moment, because
Same.
uh, like I only have 103 subs. But if you're gonna compare that with my only 20 videos, then 103 subs, that's not bad.
That's not bad at all, dude. I mean, there's people that have way less than that. I mean, so they have like there's people that have more videos, way more videos with way less subs and outreach too. So
because
you're making a difference, dude. If you're getting that many subs at 20 videos, you're making a big difference. People
yeah,
are
because
listening to you.
yeah, because you know what it is. It's I really focus on my video, you know,
Yeah,
and it's I think you better can make yeah one video every month, but a really good video.
absolutely.
Then
Yeah.
upload a video every day while people don't know what the fuck are you talking about, you know? I mean,
Mm.
uh, last week I found a channel, not a MGTOW or Red Pill channel. It's about some travel channel or something. That
Mhm.
guy has about 400 videos and about 19 subs or so. So you get my point, right? I mean,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I do. I do.
so I think it's not about the amount of videos that you make, or it's really for me it's really about the message, you know. And uh, from all those 20 videos, I have about I think about 400 thumbs up and maybe seven or
Nice.
eight thumbs down. So yeah, I'm
Nice.
doing good, man.
Nice. Nice. You're on fire. I think you're the
Because
sharpshooter. I'm not the sharpshooter. You're the sharpshooter. You're the
yeah,
red pill sharpshooter.
yeah, a phrase that I made up by myself, man. Red pill
So
sharpshooter.
I want to ask you, because you've made that term yourself.
Yeah.
To you, you've used a couple of terms. You've used the term sharpshooter. What's a MGTOW or a red pill sharpshooter? I know you've talked about this in a video,
Yeah,
but for the
I think
interview, how would you explain it?
at the end, no offense to nobody, but I think most guys don't even know what I mean by that video. I think they don't know
Mm,
what I mean. A red pill sharpshooter, like we are living in the Matrix, the fake
yeah.
world, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, we are in a war, a spiritual war. We red
Mhm.
pillars, we are the soldiers in that war. Now, let's say the Matrix is our spiritual battlefield. Yeah. And
Yes.
we use our knowledge and words with weapons, always ready to shoot sharply by speaking the truth and giving red pills to other like-minded individuals.
Mhm.
That is red pill sharpshooting.
I see. I see. Being effective at delivering the message on not just, I guess, a video in the sense of making videos, but actually on like a spiritual level and a
Yeah.
personal level too. Deep message, man. That's a deep
Yeah, and
message.
it's
Wow.
I've been thinking about that, you know, because
Can I use that term in my book? I will give you credit, but can I
always,
use that
man.
term
And
in my
I
book?
also made up another meme, clown world disorder,
I like that. Can you
because
explain that concept a bit more?
yeah, it's yeah. My English is maybe a little bit different, so
That's fine. That's fine.
maybe some words I interpret that at a totally different way than people from America or so. But like, we are living in a clown world. Most people are clowns, but at the same time a lot of people they are acting strange, like they have some sort of a mental disorder, a clown world disorder.
What would be some examples of this illness? Can you give an example or
An
two?
example, like last week, two co-workers of mine,
Mhm.
they almost got in a fist fight because of their favorite sports team.
Really?
Yeah, and I
Oh,
think
wow.
that behavior, I just call that a clown world disorder. Because if no, because if
Appropriate.
you, I mean, I'm not really a sports fan. I don't judge nobody that has a favorite sports team. But uh, yeah, are you out of your fucking mind to make a problem with your coworker only because of your favorite sports team? You know,
Yeah.
they are caring more about their sports team than themselves. And I think yeah, you got to be out of your fucking mind, man. So
Yeah.
it's but anyway, it's just a phrase that I made up by myself. I mean, you don't have to take it serious if you don't want to,
No,
but
I like it. I like the
it's
term.
just a phrase that I made up by myself. And yeah, also because of Chris Cantu, he also made up yeah, some phrases that we can use in the MGTOW and the red pill community, you know.
He did. He did. He had a few. He had the soy world order.
Yeah,
He did talk about Clown World, but I think Clown World was a meme before Chris Cantu. I think Clown World actually came from 4chan.
yeah. I think it's I think the term clown world is it's yeah, man. I think it's before yeah, way before Chris Cantu.
But Chris Cantu did bring it out in the manosphere. He did.
Yeah,
Admittedly, he did.
and
Um,
it's I think, you know, we are a really let's say we red pill and MGTOW man, yeah, just like, yeah, the manosphere in general, you know. I think
mhm.
it's pretty underground, you know. It's pretty underground, and
Yes
I think
and no. I'm going to say yes and no because I mean, I've had teenage boys at the shopping mall, not today, but a few weeks ago. I've had I've seen teenage boys talk about, no, I don't want to date. And they said this on their own. No, I don't want to date. No, I'm not going to marry. It's a divorce culture. I've heard teenagers say this.
okay, yeah, yeah, okay,
I think the message is spreading a lot more than people can. Like, I know you can't prove it with statistics, but I think the message is by watching those little signs, it's growing a lot more than people realize. And I mean, last year, towards the end of last year, I think Michael Hill Jeweler, or one of the jewelry stores, shut down because they're not getting people involved in weddings anymore. Um, Mr. Hate Vicious talked about photographers moving from weddings to pornography now because of our message is just coming out there like
yeah.
crazy. And even the article, there was that article in the news where they were saying, "Oh, men are dating because they're not economically unattractive." Blah blah blah. I was like, really? Mainstream media's hose mad over that one. Um, but yeah, just wow, it's just so much. So the message, I think, it's a lot more prominent than people know. I want to ask you then, where do you see MGTOW in 2020 and even in the future? Because we have YouTube trying to censor us with COPA. We have
Yeah,
we have MGTOW TV, BitChute, other platforms rising up. And then we're also going to see, say, like cryptocurrency becoming more important,
yeah.
which will affect the internet and how that works. Um, how or where's MGTOW going in the future? Is it staying? Is it going to grow?
I think it's only gonna grow. Right now, there
Mhm.
are a lot of guys. Uh, they don't understand MGTOW and they are not ready for MGTOW. Why? Because they are still in that. Yeah, I just call it that hope philosophy, hoping that maybe there is some woman, you know. And yeah, I know
Right,
how that feels.
right.
And I think, like I said before, people in general and also a lot of men, they are purple pill. And I think there comes a time, if you look how the world is, that so many men going their own way that you don't even have to use the word MGTOW anymore.
Right. Even just the words red pill make people go,
Yeah.
whoa, you mean the Matrix? Like,
So
oh
I,
man,
I
you
think
mean the
I
Matrix.
think right now a lot of guys, they are just discovered MGTOW, but yeah, maybe they are not ready for it.
Mm,
And I think there comes a time that so many men in this world are going their own way that, yeah, you don't even have to use the word MGTOW anymore. I think that
wow.
is why where it goes.
Wow. Wow. Do
Not
you,
now. It gonna take a couple of years,
yeah.
maybe 10 years, but there comes a time that we don't even have to use the word MGTOW anymore.
Do you think that MGTOW is like a spiritual thing, like it's a worldwide spiritual awakening, or this is like an act of God?
I think that's for every person different. And like, I'm
Hmm.
gonna give you an example. Like, when I go on holiday, when I go on vacation alone, to another country where I don't speak the language, yeah, for me that is a form of MGTOW. For me that
Right,
is a aspect of MGTOW, and I think for every man that's different.
right,
And
right.
I think, yeah, when we talk about the red pill, I think we all can relate to each other. But when it comes to men going their own way, I think we all have our own interpretation of that. And I think it is really hard to say like, yeah, this is MGTOW or this is not MGTOW. I think that's really hard to say.
I think that's often that debate is very ego based. I find that's MGTOW, that's not MGTOW, that's MGTOW, that's not MGTOW. I find that's very ego based. Whereas, I mean, the tenets stay the same for the most part. Don't marry, don't cohabitate, don't be taken advantage of, don't let the woman manipulate you for resources. Pretty straightforward stuff,
Yeah.
very practical stuff.
But do
But
you?
then there's a thing beyond that where I guess the question is, how do you go your own way? That's the next part, because you go your own way where, you go your own way how, you go your own way mentally, physically, spiritually. That's where people get very confused, I find.
Yeah, yeah. But do you know what it is like? And also, me as a MGTOW, uh, like I have the position to walk away from something. I'm gonna
Hmm.
give you an example. Right now, I'm uh, the company where I work now. I work there almost 9 years now, and not every job from Monday until Friday is a shitty job.
Yeah,
Not every coworker is a shitty coworker,
that's
but
true.
like I don't have no wife, no kids. I have some money on my bank account. So if I want to walk away from this job, I'm gonna walk away. I don't have to worry about the fact that, oh, then I cannot take care of my wife and kids, because I know a lot of coworkers, they fucking hate that company, but they
Yeah.
stay there just because they need to take care of their family. I understand that, but I because I'm a MGTOW, I have the choice to walk away when I want, and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't have to think about. Yeah, I only have to think about myself. Maybe that sounds selfish, but
No, it's not.
I
It's
only have to think
it's
about the self.
no,
Self.
it's not. I don't think it's
So
selfish.
so
I don't
when
think
it
it's
comes
selfish.
to like mentally, for me, that is MGTOW.
I think Poseidon MGTOW was on the money. He called it self-preservation and self-protection. That's what he called it. It's like you're protecting yourself. You're protecting your ability to change environment if you have to. It's like,
Yeah,
like an animal, like a tiger. A tiger will lay down, then it will hunt, then it'll eat whatever it eats, and it moves on. It's just a little bit like that. It's like adapting, like a tiger in the forest.
yeah. You can say it like that. But if you look at the world right now, the world is a jungle with
It is a
different type of
jungle. It
animals.
always was. I think it
Yeah,
always was. It's just that level of consciousness is rising at such a level that it has to I guess reset and then change consciousness of what we are supposed to be, not what we try to be. That's why I think like spiritually speaking, like where we are at now is completely wrong, like spiritually. And all of this craziness is coming up because of things like technology. Entities might be behind this for all we know, and then they're using people's selfish instincts against each other for some bigger gain. That's the way I see it, though.
but well, actually, every video that I make is actually the videos that I make. It's also a little bit based on my own personal life story. Uh, and yeah, for me, every video that I make is it's sort of a masterpiece or something. It's really
Mm.
something from me.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. I just want to ask. I don't really have any more questions for you at the moment. Let's talk about the Chris Cantu stuff because you want to
Yeah.
keep his message. What then are you going to do with the rest of his content? Because YouTube has changed. They're going to start giving fines out to people if they say, "Oh, it's not commercially viable," "Oh, this breaks copyright." Um, are you going to keep those videos on other platforms like BitChute, MGTOW TV?
Uh, I don't know. Right now I still have about I still have about 20 videos of Chris Cantu. I'm gonna upload it on YouTube.
Yeah,
I also have his straight line mindset series in Thailand.
awesome, awesome.
Uh,
I've only
uh,
the first
chap
13 chapters of that.
no, chapter 1 till 29. I have.
I only have 13 of those. I don't have the other ones.
No, that is the straight line MGTOW. What I
Yeah, I
have is
know,
the
I know.
straight
I'm
line.
saying I only have 13 of those videos. I
Oh,
don't
okay,
have the
yeah,
other
yeah.
ones. Because
But
I
it's
mean,
yeah, but what I have those were live streams in his apartment in
okay.
Thailand.
Okay, okay. I've only got the ones where he's pre-recorded them, and there were 13 of those videos. I don't know if he had any more. I don't know
Yeah,
if he had other
yeah, I
ones.
think that you have that was before he went to Thailand. But yeah, what I'm talking about right now, he also did a straight line series when he was in Thailand,
Mm,
and that
mm.
is chapter 1 until 29.
Oh wow, I didn't even know he did that. I
Yeah,
followed him, but I didn't know that he actually made those live streams as well. Wow. Wow.
but yeah, the reason that I decided, I have a lot of Chris Cantu's content, and I just want to make a mirrored channel, because
Mm.
I think this was the right time to do that.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. Are you going to do this on MGTOW TV? Because MGTOW TV has like a download direct option. It's called, I think it's the export button, lets you
Okay.
download directly from it, which is a bit easier than YouTube because with YouTube, you need the link, then you need another platform to convert it, then download it. It's a
Uh,
bit easier. Even with Facebook, Facebook lets you do the same. You can mirror it on Facebook, and then it lets you download directly from a page.
yeah, but I am really glad that I found the MGTOW.tv platform because yeah, BitChute, yeah, me as a content creator, I don't really like BitChute to really tell you the truth.
Why? Why is that? Because I know
Yeah,
a lot of people go there.
it's
Why?
yeah, it's the options that you have on YouTube, you don't have them on BitChute. Like for example, when yeah, and maybe I just done something wrong, but when I get a comment, then first
Mhm.
I have to click on my own video to read that comment.
That's true. That's true.
And I think yeah, that's a little bit fucked up. And I believe that BitChute is a really good alternative for YouTube. But yeah, me as a content creator, I prefer the MGTOW.tv platform.
Me too. Me too. I think it's faster. It's
Yeah,
user
faster
friendly.
also.
There's even a blogging feature. Did you know you can write articles on MGTOW TV? You
Yeah,
can
yeah.
make articles. It's cool. The only other platform that I would consider to be as good would be either MeWe, but MeWe still needs to change its system a bit more. And then there's another one called like LBWRY. I think it's called like Library or LWBRY. And that one is actually based off a blockchain decentralized website where you can earn cryptocurrency by creating content somehow.
Okay.
Um, but other than that, I mainly use BitChute, MGTOW TV, and Facebook. And Facebook, at least what's good about it is it lets you live stream. There's a pretty big MGTOW presence on Facebook, And it doesn't have to be like a personal profile. You can make like a MGTOW profile. But there's a fair few articles and a fair few people on MGTOW that are MGTOW on Facebook. And you can live stream on Facebook and then download those live streams and then upload them onto other platforms.
Yeah. But the funniest thing is about the Chris Cantu Rebirth channel. I think just the way how I set it up, people actually truly believe it is Chris Cantu.
Yes, I believe they do because you use the original image,
Yeah, but
pretty much close to the original name.
yeah, but first I asked Chris Cantu permission because I literally asked him, "Yo, I'm gonna make a channel called Chris Cantu Rebirth. Only thing I need now is your permission," and he gave me permission. So, but I think even Chris Cantu didn't expect that this channel would be so a good success, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
Because a lot of people, a lot of guys, they are so happy because a lot of his old content, they never saw it. Me neither, you know. And
yeah.
I am finished now with all his Red Pill and MGTOW content, and now I'm gonna do all his videos from the Winners and Leaders channel. So the more positive videos.
Top form, top form. Good stuff, man.
So
Heck of a
I
contribution.
actually I really started at the oldest video that I have.
Yeah,
And then because first I have uploaded all his videos from Austin, Texas. Then I have uploaded all his videos from uh, Colorado, Denver, in Denver he was. And
yeah.
then I started to upload all his content from Thailand. So yeah, and
Yeah,
that's also
absolutely.
I really wanted to set it up like that way, you know. So first always old videos, because the reason why I did that, so that people can see how good Chris Cantu developed himself.
I
that, that,
think
that that's
what was
that's
good is
also
that
one
he
of the
was,
reasons I made this channel, just so that people can see, you know, from a red pill raised guy to a really developed spiritual leader.
well, he
That
also
is
brought up, he also made MGTOW positive. He tried to make
yeah.
it positive, a little bit like I call him, Tony Robbins, the life coach. Tony
No,
Robbins.
no.
I call Chris Cantu the Tony Robbins of MGTOW. What was
Okay.
so good about him, or what made him so great, was that he was bringing the positive masculinity aspects from like what's his name, Rollo Tomasi. Rollo Tomasi wrote a book called Positive Masculinity, and Chris Cantu made that reality. He made that actionable.
Yeah, and
That's what made him so good. That's why people hear the name Chris Cantu and they go, "Wow, what a messenger!"
yeah, and that's also one of the reasons that I started that channel, you know. So because I think this is the right time, you know.
Yes, it is. It
And
is, and we are
Chris
heading
Chris
towards.
and Chris Cantu, he sent me an email 3 or 4 times. He's really thankful, man. So and
Good, good, good.
and I think a lot of guys can appreciate that channel, man. But what I'm gonna do with the channel, I don't know. The only thing that I can say right now, I still have about, I think, 20 of his videos from Winners and Leaders. I'm gonna upload that. Uh, I am gonna keep the channel up at least until the end of December, maybe begin January. But
Good.
to really tell you the truth, I don't know what I'm gonna do, man, because
I would if it were me, I would transfer the content onto MGTOW TV whenever I can. That's me though. That's me.
maybe I'm gonna do that in January. Right now I'm fucking busy, but
I
I
know.
think, I think I'm gonna focus my attention on MGTOW TV and not on BitChute.
Yeah, there is. I want to say there is a lot of infiltration on BitChute that I find. There's a lot of alt-right Jew hating nutcases on BitChute at times. There's some real nutcases. and BitChute can be a very weird place for some really weird people. There are some weird people there, but there are also a lot of good people there. I think BitChute is a mixed bag, to say the least. It's like a
Yeah, but
mixed bag.
what I've noticed is that, you know, I only can speak for myself, that I noticed that on BitChute they are more anti-MGTOW and anti-red pill than on YouTube, I think.
Yes and no. I guess yes and no. In
Okay.
terms of the people that comment and are critical of MGTOW, yes, I agree with you. In terms of the algorithm, I would say YouTube is still anti-tradition, anti-masculine, anti anti-tradition, anti-masculine, anti-family, anti-family YouTubers. And they use the algorithm to try to silence us the way that they can.
Yeah. But by the way, I also want to thank you for reposting my content, man. That means more than me than you maybe think, man. Thanks.
I will be doing that on also MGTOW TV as well, under the, you know, that playlist that I have, the MGTOW archive.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm working on doing first bars, then Spetsnaz's work. Then I'll start uploading yours, Bullets for Teeths, and the people that I know, I will upload theirs as well.
Yeah.
And then gradually build up that archive there. And I want to
Yeah.
get the Hammerhand MGTOW movie up on MGTOW TV as well, under the
Okay.
archive. Yeah, that's it. That's all the questions that I have. Do you have any
Because
questions for me, Garuda Ghost?
that's also how I found your channel, because your Chris Can 2 videos.
Really?
Yeah, that's how I found your channel, because
Oh, wow.
like I said, I am watching content now for almost 4 years. But to really tell you the truth, I never heard of Jaguar Media or Dennis Saliba or
Yeah.
MGTOW. I really never heard of you, man.
I was there for a year. I did produce content for about a year from 2017 to 2018.
Okay, but I want
Then
to
I
tell you,
deleted my channel. I
you
deleted my
also have a
channel.
really original style, man.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Because I am not so familiar with your content, because I only saw 3 videos of yours.
The
One video.
older ones are gone. The older ones are still on Facebook. They're limited to Facebook.
Yeah.
But I have talked about my MGTOW journey before, because my rabbit hole with my MGTOW journey goes very deep. I'm from a political family,
Okay.
so the rabbit hole for that goes pretty deep. And I had a lot of trolls at the time just hate on me because they're like, "Oh, this guy's a lunatic. He thinks his family's got connections to the Illuminati." My family might. I haven't
Okay.
proven that, but my family might. Not my
But I
family
think
now.
the name Saliba, that's a really I heard that name before. Let me tell you this
It
way.
it's a Jesuit name. Saliba is a Jesuit name.
Okay.
So I wonder if in my family that there are connections or possible connections, and my birth family, because I'm adopted, are actually royalty.
Okay.
And it's my journey is weird. But that aside, just everyone, please like, share, and subscribe to Garuda Ghost. This is his channel over here. He is on MGTOW TV as well. He produces awesome content, very level-headed, very non-biased content, and
Yeah, but
yeah,
do you know what it is? Like, all the things that we are saying, it has already been said 100 times, you know, but I think it's just the way how you present it.
I think the beauty of MGTOW is that you can say the same type of knowledge millions of different ways, and you
Yeah,
would
because
still not talk about
like
it all.
right now you can make a video about female nature, and I can make a video about female nature, and
Oh yes,
maybe someone that doesn't like me, that likes my video, doesn't like your video. maybe someone who does like your video do not like my video. You know, it's and I think we all have our favorite content producers, not only because of their content, but I think also because of their personality. I think
Mm.
because
Yes, yes.
like Chris Cantu and Jerry Liu are my all-time two favorites, but also because of the person that they are, you know, and I can relate to that.
Yeah, I can too. I can as well. Um, Before I go, Garuda Ghost, everyone, definitely again like, share, and subscribe to Garuda Ghost. Garuda Ghost, thank you so much for your time
Yeah,
on the show. I definitely appreciate that. You are amazing. Never,
thanks, man.
ever, 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 ever tell society that you not finishing school, you not being as educated makes you dumber than someone else. Your worth is not measured that way. And I
Yeah,
also want to say as well, just again, just thanks. And if you want to download and mirror this stream where you've
definitely.
had this interview with me, feel free to do so. You can feature this on your channel too.
Yeah,
I'm more
thanks,
than
man. But
happy
you
for you
you
to
are
mirror this.
you're in Australia, right?
Yes, at the
What
moment
what
I
what
am.
what time now there?
1:31 in the morning.
Oh, so you're gonna sleep now?
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah,
Possibly.
because I just woke up 3 or 4 hours ago. I can sit with you here the next 10 or 12 hours.
Holy shit. Wow. Wow.
But
Wow.
yeah, I wanna thank you, man, because
Mhm.
do you know what it is when it comes to producing content? I am pretty new, but a lot of especially the American content creators, a lot of
Yeah.
guys they know me, and not because of my videos, but more because of the comments that I write. Because I I see myself more like a commenter than a creator. Because I think I wrote about 700 or 800 comments in the last 11 months on 60 or
Wow.
65 different channels. So I
Jeez.
think I think
Wow.
I think people know me because of my comments and not specifically because of my videos.
Yeah. Yeah. Still though, I was gonna say that reminds me of another guy. He's a pretty famous guy in our community, NYC Korean
NYC,
MGTOW.
yeah,
I
yeah,
used to moderate with him. He's not around anymore. He's gone his own way from MGTOW. He used to comment only, and it got like 1,000 subs
yeah, yeah, yeah.
by not even producing a single video.
No, not a single video. Yeah, and then
Yeah, and
thousands
he
of
got a
subs. Wow.
thousand subs. Just wow, that's like next level, just like next level stuff.
Yeah, because I am not really familiar with NYC Korean MGTOW, but he was many times in Chris Cantu's live streams. That's how I
Yes, he
know.
was a
And yeah,
moderator. I was too. I was MGTOW Menace back then, which the other one I have is a revamp of that channel.
yeah. But
Um,
yeah, if you wanna interview me another time, let me know because yeah, it's already 1 hour and 28 minutes. But
yes,
I
it
don't I
is.
don't I
Yeah,
don't have that feeling it's already so long, man. Because yeah, if you have something to say, then you have something to say, and time flies by. And like I said, I can sit with you here now the next 10 or 12 hours, but
yeah, yeah.
I think it's bedtime for you now, man.
It is bedtime for me. It's sure. It sure is. It
But
sure is.
yeah, thanks, man.
Um, Thank you so much. This
Yeah,
is
you too,
your.
man. And yeah, we're gonna meet up again, man. Maybe
We will. We will. There's going to be more streams, and
yeah,
even I'll get
yeah,
other people on
maybe
panel
around Christmas or something, or maybe in January.
for
Let me
sure.
know,
For
man.
sure.
Let me know. And yeah, thank you again.
For sure, for sure. This is Garuda Ghost on the panel. Do like, share, and subscribe to him if you haven't already. And this is your boy Dennis reporting on Jaguar Media with yet another Red Pill interview. In future streams, I want to get Red Pill interviews with Turd Fligging Monkey, Sydney MGTOW, and Mr. Hate Vicious if possible. And I'll see you all in future streams. Peace out, guys. All the
Yeah,
best.
I'm ghosting out. Peace.
I like that. I'm ghosting out. You should finish your videos with that tag. I'm ghosting out. I like that.
Okay.